if we're all just gears and cogs in a wheel, and we're all just little, microscopic fucking biomes, and there's no soul, there's no spirit, there's nothing that drives us, there's no animation factor besides that of the, physical electromagnetic systems and the circulatory system and stuff, then, like I might have said before, if we're not spiritual on any level, then dropping a MacBook would be the same thing as dropping a baby. Are we rolling? All right. I've already done the video on cigarettes. Judge me later. All right. Zack, Symes, Masculine Magic, and we're back again. Another episode. I'm trying to do this daily. Took a long time to get to the point where you make videos and you're comfortable enough on camera to actually believe you know what you're talking about. Fair enough. But why I... and inadvertently, why you should believe in magic. Well, first, let's kind of define what I mean by magic. And as cliche as it might be, I mean whatever you think I mean. Yes, I mean leprechauns, vampires, unicorns, magic wands, Harry Potter, superpowers, I don't know, Jesus did magic. What's up, Lex? Yeah, she made it in camera. She made it in frame. And here's why. Here's why you should believe in magic. And definitely why I do. So, imagine that you are lost in a desert and really, really thirsty. Now, we all know what a mirage is, so let's just say the water fountain or the Dasani vending machine, the bottle of fancy-ass glass Voss, appears to you. Well, that might be an illusion or a mirage, okay? That might be... well, non-existent. It doesn't objectively exist. There is no water in the desert. You're just really fucking thirsty, bruh. Okay. Let me tell you what's not an illusion or Maya or, mirage. The fact that you're thirsty. Okay. So that's a little setup. That's a little setup metaphor. So what I'm going to say is I'm not going to say that the Disney princesses and dragons are real or that the Marvel Cinematic Universe of Iron Man and Spider-Man is real. It's a mirage. Maybe it is. But I'll tell you what's not. Our thirst for it. So there's a metaphor, right? Our thirst for it. So one simple fact to back this up, logically or, again, mathematics, that's what I try to base a lot of these viewpoints on. Marvel Cinematic Universe, since the beginning of Iron Man, has made roughly $50 billion. Now, Avatar made about $1.7 billion. The Harry Potter franchise made about another $1.3. And if you get onto the magic science fiction channel of Netflix, God knows how many billion that's made. So clearly, the human population has a thirst for this stuff. It's making billions, okay? As a whole, in the fantasy world, I mean, Hollywood's got to be making fucking trillions. So we use that as kind of a monetary way to prove humans' thirst for magic. So is magic real? Well, I mean, real is a really slippery word there. Done enough drugs in my youth to really kind of turn that word on its head, definition-wise, Webster-wise. But it exists for a reason. And it's not just escapism, you guys. This is not some fantastical twist of your imagination to think that you can fly on a broomstick. But to put it a little more succinctly, these myths, they come from somewhere, you guys. They really do. I'm not saying Zeus existed, okay? I'm not saying that Zeus existed, but we have to kind of look at what Greece has done for the Western world. They invented democracy, Western medicine, mathematics, our use of architecture, They pretty much founded the Western chromatic scale of music. So they invented everything, but they were wrong about their religion. No one saw anybody throw a lightning bolt, and they just built statues and sacrificed entire crops to these people they've never seen. We have a really poor understanding in modern day to think that people in history were stupid because they didn't have iPhones and Skittles. I think I've said that in another video, but the point still stands. And we switch hands. So, why I believe in magic? Because it's out there. In the sense that, man, we want it so fucking bad. That's almost evidence enough to suggest it's real. Why do you want it? If we're all just gears and cogs in a wheel, and we're all just little, microscopic fucking biomes, and there's no soul, there's no spirit, there's nothing that drives us, there's no animation factor besides that of the, physical electromagnetic systems and the circulatory system and stuff, then, like I might have said before, if we're not spiritual on any level, then dropping a MacBook would be the same thing as dropping a baby. Because a MacBook literally is just gears and cogs in a wheel. We know there's something going on. And if there's one thing I do want to repeat, it's that, here's the reality of life. You popped out of your mom's stomach with amnesia onto a floating ball of water that you share with giraffes and fucking dolphins. Okay? That's the reality of life. I'm not the weird one. I'm just pointing it out. And I fully subscribe in magic, crystals, wands, meditation, yoga, the vegan diet. The whole shebang. Because clearly there's something going on. Otherwise, Hollywood wouldn't have a fucking job to do. Now, I think they stole the magic from us and try to sell it back to us for $9 a month on Netflix. It's a good con. I think I've said that before. But I really want to drive that metaphor home of being thirsty in the desert and the water's a mirage. Maybe Harry Potter is a mirage, but our thirst for it is not. Magic fundamentally exists. And that's what I want to do with this channel. I want to objectively prove and discuss the cup, not debate what liquid you want to put in it. Okay, I would like to tell people losing weight is healthy. That's an objective fact. I don't want to debate over keto diet versus raw veganism versus whatever, bro. Maybe eat a few less dead animals. I think we could objectively, without stepping on too many toes. Everybody gets upset. Fuck the details. God's real. I don't care what religion you are. Yoga's beneficial. I don't care what time of day you do it. Downward dog, child laughter pose, whatever. Hot yoga versus cold yoga, Wim Hof. We need to stop arguing over the details and just objectively prove the cup. Magic's real. And deep down, we all know it. Quantum physics is finally getting around to it. We all know that. What the fuck is that tree? It just gives us oxygen and we give it carbon, and that happened to come from an explosion of nothing? Okay. That's what makes you feel good when you go to sleep at night? Well, Zack, we made it all up for our fear of the unknown. Possibly. But why do we have that fear of the unknown? What what evolutionarily, biological need would it have for survival for us to want to have an afterlife? How could that come from an explosion of nothing? That doesn't help you stay alive. Does that make sense? Thinking that there's another book doesn't make you read the first one longer. In fact, if anything, it makes you want to get through the first one to get to the second one. So, just a little fun ways to think about stuff, man. None of this is religious. I don't care what you believe. I'm trying to discuss the objectives. Or the objective things. All right, now I gotta go find my dog, you guys. She ran up this hill somewhere. Again, we're at the park in Buckhead, and I just bought a mountain in Tennessee, so in the next few months, we're setting up that off-grid, and that's when this channel's really gonna go. I'm gonna become a wizard, for real. Found my wand that I bought. Forgot I bought it. And then when I found it, I was like, well, now you're ready for it. It's like, oh, how beautiful. How beautiful. All right, you guys. Peace, love, and all that other cliche shit. It does be true, though.